Hey, I usually start these videos with a disclaimer about this being a. Sorry, my mom is watching some stupid Chinese reels downstairs. They're not actually stupid, I'm just kind of upset today, and I don't want to be mean to my mom. I just watch Lady Bird, and I feel bad being mean to my mom. Um, I really liked Lady Bird. Anyway, back to today's topic. I'm not going to do disclaimers that these are going to be upsetting rants anymore because I think a attribute of my channel is that I do rants now. So, it is kind of become par for this. My face looks really big today. I don't feel that good about that. But it is what it is. It sucks. I've been exercising, but I've also been dieting less, and I can see it, and it makes me upset, and I hate that about myself sometimes. Um, yeah, we're just going straight in, I guess. I have felt very insecure about my looks recently because even though I exercise, I see photos of myself and my face just seems to get bigger regardless, and it just makes me sad. And it's like, no matter, even if I try, I don't have the motivation to do good, and so I don't do good, and then it's a cycle of self destruction, and it sucks. I hate it, and yeah, I don't like how I look right now. And I wish I looked better because the people I'm friends with and the people I know look amazing. All my friends are beautiful, and I see so much in them. And in my eyes, they're all amazing people, physically, mentally, in their souls, I guess. And I am not close to any of that. And that sucks. Yeah, this is very depressing. Sorry. Prepare for that a little bit. Yeah. So, just, I don't know. I wish I was less ugly, I suppose. I know it's a thing a lot of teenagers face, but I look at myself and I just see this nothing admirable. I just see someone that's let go of stupid piece of shit that just, was because everyone I know is like, in some way, you can tell they put work into themselves. And it's like, you can look at me and tell that, I've given up. And I've given up for a while now. And it's like, there's bursts of energy where I try and do something different, but then it doesn't change and nothing changes. And I feel like I'm back to square one. And I can't do anything anymore. Like, I ran out of all my motivation a while ago. And it's like every year my burnouts get worse and worse, and I've just kind of dug myself into a pit of eternal depression. And it's just, I can't dig myself out. I can't do anything anymore. What really made me sad today is I had a really good video idea. I had planned it out. I was practicing some of the script, which is not really script, it's just like ideas of what to say for the intro, and I had it down to a T. It was great. And I just opened my phone once and I just lost all the motivation to do it. And I just makes me sad. I can't even do that anymore. I have 3 finals I need to do. I need to do work. And I don't have any of that energy. I come home and I sleep, and then I wake up and I try to do more, but then I get tired again and I go back to sleep, and I wake up and I'm tired, and I go to the school day and I'm tired again, and I go home and I sleep. All I can do is sleep. I have no energy for anything else. And I have 2 leadership roles next year. I'm supposed to be the lead editor for my film class. I'm a lighting head for theater. And theater was the thing I thought that would finally get me out of this ditch of a existence. Because we had the play and I was excited and I had this energy to do something great. And I was looking into it and I was doing research. And then it just went away too. And that was the closest I got into doing something that was productive, that was meaningful, that could make a difference, that would get people to like me, because there are people in theater that I think are really, really cool, and I want them to think that I care. I want them to know that I care. I want them to know that I'm trying, that I want to do something good. But it's not coming to me. And nothing is coming to me anymore. These film ideas I have, I lose hope, because it's always, again, goes back to just being me. And I've never processed how alone I am until this month. I realized that a lot of my friends have left me. I know that. And a lot of my friends don't really talk to me anymore. And I don't really have a group. And once again, in my film class, I have issues reaching out to people. And I have issues working with people because they are people that I find weird and misogynistic and strange. And I'm losing my bar too high for this world. Am I better off just living in a forest alone? I'm really upset today. Yeah. And I don't want to talk about my recent crush I've had. It is a nightmare of a discussion and it will get nowhere. I could go on for way too long about why that makes me sad. I'll simplify it to the fact that I know them well enough to know that they're not interested and they would not be interested in me. And despite that knowledge, I can feel the halo effect come into play every time I see them and talk to them, no matter what bullshit they are saying or not saying. Maybe they're just standing there and looking at me like I'm crazy. And instead of feeling the obvious feeling of like, why are you doing this? It's admiration in some twisted, weird way. And it's not going away. And it won't go away because I'm going to continue to talk to them because I know them. And I don't know what to do with this because I don't want to let go of it. And I'm stuck here, basically. And everything is just... I can still hear my mom's reels downstairs. Everything just feels just like it's... Like I thought it was going to get better. I felt so much better just a couple days ago. And I was like, things could look up again. And then it all went back down as if nothing changes. It's like it's a constant string of self-loathing and self-destruction. And the thing is, the worst part about this all is I know a lot of this is just my fault. I know all of this can come from just me refusing to talk to people, me refusing to open up garage door, and just everything. It comes back to me in a sort of way. And I don't know what to change anymore. I've changed myself a lot, and I'm like... Human desire is always boiled down to just wanting to be appreciated by other people, and the desire for connection and a safe place. And I don't have that anymore, and I haven't had that for a while. And it's really starting to sink in. And I guess I come here because I don't know what else to do with these feelings anymore. I ranted to my friend a couple days ago about, what it felt like to be queer and the kind of fear and just the overall isolation I felt. And it feels like I'm just a never-ending pit of fucking sadness. And I'm like, Jesus, am I depressed? Do I need antidepressants? Do I need a shit ton of medication? Is it the fucking ADHD? It's the fucking... I don't know, my inability to fit in with anyone. It's just my mood swings that come in and out, and the sadness only gets interrupted by occasional swings of dopamine rushes of joy because I've connected with someone. I don't know, but I know for a fact that I just am not content anymore. I'm not considering killing myself like the last time I made a rant where I felt like shit. But things suck. I wish they would stop sucking. Yeah, that's about it. I still don't like how I look. But thank you for listening. I appreciate that. I don't know who you are, but if I do, then thank you more. I don't expect a reply. You don't need to reply, but if you are, just hear it all. Just thanks, I think my parents are both home. Both of my parents are home. So I'm going to cut it here just in case you can hear them. Yeah, thanks. I'll see you in the next video. It's going to be a little better than this one. Don't you worry. I promise you that.